So I've just always dreamed of that class.
What wheel racing is.
Yeah, so wheel racing is pretty much like, you have like a dial-in. So you say like what you're gonna run. So if I say I'm gonna run 6.60 seconds, and the guy I'm racing says I'm gonna run 7 seconds. So he's gonna get a head start. So he's going to leave point. So that's where the reaction time comes into play. So whoever gets a better reaction time should be either ahead, or if you have later reaction time, you're behind. And then nobody's ever perfect exactly with what they say they're gonna run. So then it all really plays out to the finish line. But basically you wanna be first to the finish line without going too fast. So it's really just a math game.
But it is so technical, and it's the amount of math and head games and just like trust you have to have in your race car to drive the kind of class that her and my dad now drive. It's amazing. When that wind light turns on, it's so satisfying. I'm not even driving and I'm very satisfied.
So your dad's racing in the same class?
So I race Top Dragster, he races in Super Comp. So they're very similar categories. Super Comp has like a throttle stop, has like a stall, which is a little bit different. His class is a little bit slower, but they're right there with each other. But they are different classes.
Well, he is older. So he doesn't want to go too fast.
Going away.
They're very similar classes. Though we both have dragsters, so they look the exact same, but they're a little different. Mine has a blower, his doesn't. But yeah, so it's cool because my dad, when we were younger, he used to race the funny car, so he never knew wheel racing from like a driving aspect. He would always just learn it from what people said and just learning through us and the juniors. And so when he stepped out of the funny car and started racing in the dragsters, he got to actually apply the wheel racing like firsthand.
That he's been teaching for all these years.
That he's been teaching us. So he's blown us away. He is doing great, of course.
So who works on your cars?
So there's really not that much stuff that needs to be done in between rounds on my car. But it's regular stuff like fueling it, charging the battery. My dad is like the crew chief, so he's in there on the computer running all the numbers, checking the weather, looking at the drive shaft, the graphs, everything like that, wheel speed and all that stuff. That's his thing.